After a generation of darkness and brutal winter, the long night faded into history, and peace was restored to Westeros. In the north, the First Men and Children of the Forest raised a mighty wall to keep the others from the lands of always winter, away from the realms of men. To guard the wall, the Night's Watch was created, a brotherhood of men in black who took vows, swearing off all titles, rights, and allegiances. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns, and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch, for this night and all the nights to come. The Night's Watch was led by an elected Lord Commander who would serve the realm as a neutral party, forbidden from engaging in the politics of the rest of the continent. And so it was, until the 13th Lord Commander, known to history as the Night's King, rose to power. Although many are skeptical about the stories associated with the Night's King and dismiss the more fanciful legends linked to his existence, many in Westeros, primarily in the north, were raised hearing tales of the hero who fell to darkness. A prominent version of the story states that the 13th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch was once a great and fearless warrior, but was seduced by a beautiful woman who led him astray and whose skin was as white as the moon, with eyes like blue stars. The woman was also known to have skin as cold as ice, leading many to speculate about her origins, with some claiming she was linked to the others, possibly one of their kind herself, or else an undead servant known as a White, while others still claim she may have been a daughter of a Barrow King from the Barrowlands. In any case, after seducing the Lord Commander, she fled and he chased after her, with no regard for his own safety. At last he reached her, and when they laid together, he gave her his soul. Then returning to the Watch, where he took his seat at the Night Fort and declared himself king, and the woman he loved his queen. For years, they ruled with the Night's Watch as their personal army, committing barbarous atrocities until the king in the north rose against them, entering into an uneasy alliance with Joramun, the king beyond the wall, who had raised an army of free folk, also known as wildlings, who lived north of the wall when it was constructed and had been cut off from the rest of the continent. Together, these northern kings descended upon the Night Fort, and after a vicious battle, defeated the Night's King and freed the Watch from his brutal reign. As a rebuke of the Night's King, future Lord Commanders destroyed all records of his reign, and any mention of his name became forbidden. The Maesters of Westeros, who questioned the legend of the Night's King, believe it more likely he was simply an ambitious Lord Commander who took a wife and attempted to carve out his own kingdom in the north, until eventually defeated by a coalition of forces who rose against him, and that over time his story became mixed with mythos, until the truth of his existence was lost to history. Over the years, many have attributed the Night's King to several of the major houses of the north. Some say he was a Bolton, others a Magnar of Skagos. But the most widely believed story is that he was a Stark and a brother by blood of the king in the north who defeated him. With the restoration of the Night's Watch, relative peace returned to the First Men of Westeros. But it was not to last, for beyond the Narrow Sea, in the continent of Essos, a people known as the Andals, who worshipped new gods known as the Seven, would soon begin their migration west, eventually leading to an invasion of Westeros. A special thanks to all those who contribute to CivilizationEx, like Lady Anna of House Ayala, Shield Maiden of Light and Healer of the West, Sir Tony of House Jake, Knight of Darkness and Light, Hades of Skagos, Master of Apothecary and Hallucinations, Alithas Allheart of the Pureborn, Lady of the Jade Gate, and Glegnus, Son of Vorin. You all make these videos possible, and I am eternally grateful for your support. If you would like to help CivilizationEx and gain early access to videos, access to the Patreon-only series Heroes of Lore and Legend, and vote on future content to be produced, you can click on the Patreon link in the description box below and pledge any amount you'd like on a monthly basis. Or if you'd prefer to make a single donation, you can use the PayPal link also in the description below. And please be sure to like and subscribe and click on the links to see more.